to another edition of the Poker Vlog. Today we're going to be playing a 1-3 session in Springfield, Missouri, trying to continue our winning streak, which is currently 2 sessions in a row. Don't forget to look below and see if you are subscribed to this channel. If you're not, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. That way you'll get an update every time I post a new video. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're right around 500 right now. Gotta get to 1,000, that's the big mark. Lets YouTube know that you're serious, shows that you're building a real audience, and keeps me motivated to make more videos. So go ahead and check down there. If you like these kind of videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. The algorithm loves that. And we're off and running. Time to get some hands going. Hopefully we can have another winning session. Like I said, we won our last 2 times in a row, so hopefully variance doesn't catch up to us. Let's jump into it. Well guys, it is pouring down rain outside, so instead of doing the hand analysis out on the balcony like we wanted to, we are going to do it right here. So the first hand we're going to look at, I have pocket jacks in the small blind, starting this hand off with about 300. We're fairly early in the session, but not like the very beginning. Early position opens to 10. 3 people call, so already a pot brewing. I go ahead and 3-bet to 45, which seems pretty straightforward with jacks. I think I could actually 3-bet larger here. I get 2 callers, including a person who has the word crazy in their nickname. So it seems like a decent spot. Flop comes down a mediocre one for me. Flop is King 10-6 rainbow. So 1 overcard seems not horrible, could have been much worse. I go ahead and bet 50. Not sure if I like this, not sure if I like this sizing necessarily, and only crazy makes the call. So that only leaves him about 80 behind. Turn is a 9, we both check, so that's a pretty good card for me. I think I should actually keep betting. 8-7 gets there, but other than that, I don't think I need to be scared of too many things. River comes down a king, which is a fantastic card for me. It makes it way harder for him to have a king. So I go ahead and check. Don't like that. I should probably go ahead and bet, but turns out I induce a bluff because crazy shoves all in for his last 80, which kind of a tough spot, but not that tough once the second king comes. I guess he could have some weak kings here that he would like play this way, maybe. But anyway, we find the call and he shows us Jack 7 of spades. So he missed his draws and ended up with nothing and decided to bluff. And we picked that one off, so we were off to a great start in this session. Next hand we're going to go over, I have Ace-8 offsuit on the button, starting this hand at about 500. Under the gun straddles, so there's usually either a button straddle or an under the gun straddle, I would say in like 50% of hands in this game. So action folds to me, so fantastic. I go ahead and make it 20, which I think is fairly straightforward with a under the gun straddle going on and the action having folded all the way to the button. Only the under the gun player, the straddler, makes the call. He also asked how much I started with to start when we start the handoff, so that was a little bit surprising. I don't remember exactly what his stack was, but I guess he must have been pretty deep if he would have even cared how much I had for me to not have him covered. I think this was still fairly early in the session too. Flop comes down, Queen 10-10, he checks, I bet 30 and he makes the call. So I'm not sure what he's going to just call with that's going to really connect on that flop. I guess there's a decent amount of things. I guess he can have some Jack 9. He can have some interesting holdings. He checks. I bet 30. He calls. Turn is a 10. We both check. River is a 2 and we both check. I think I messed up by not betting the turn and by not betting the river. But I'm not sure. I think I could have got called down here because he shows us Ace-King, so I'm not sure why he didn't 3-bet, but it turns out not 3-betting Ace-King is pretty common in this game. So anyway, we lose that one, but we can't be too upset about it. We didn't torch off very much. So the next hand we're going to go over was quite a bit later. I looked down at Ace-4 offsuit from the big blind. I'm starting this hand off with about 450. There are 5 limpers. Count them, 5. So I hate how I played this hand because it limps. There are 5 limps to me, and I check. I shouldn't check here. I should just go ahead and bet like 20 or something like that, or maybe 25. This wasn't a straddle pot, so probably like 20 and try and take it down. But I don't. Flop comes down ace high, ace 3-6, so pretty happy about that. I bet 25 and get 2 callers. So there's a lot of things that can beat me here. In a limped pot, literally anything is possible. Turn is a jack. I go ahead and bet again. I bet 25. And both players fold, which was pretty surprising. I expected at least one of them to continue to try and hit some sort of straight draw or something.
There was actually a discussion between the two players. I guess they both thought the other one was going to call me, and when neither of them did, they were both pretty disappointed. But anyway, we take that one down, so we're back going in the right direction. So the next hand we're going to go over, I've got King 10 of Hearts from Under the Gun +2, and I'm starting this hand off with about 500. I opened to 15, which seems like an aggressive open. I'm pretty sure I should not be opening this from Under the Gun +2. I guess it's okay to do sometimes, maybe, but I don't think so. Not a great open. So already starting off doing something we probably shouldn't do. I open to 15, we get one call, then middle position 2 makes it 30, so a min 3-bet, so kind of concerning, and yeah, so watch out for min 3-bets. I call, and so does the other caller, so we're going 3-handed to a flop. Flop comes down a very interesting one for us. Flop is ace queen 9 with 2 spades, so no hearts, which really sucks for our hand, obviously. Middle position checks, middle position 2 bets 25. I call, and middle position folds. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn is a 4 of spades, so the flush draw gets there immediately. So I think I can rep the flush draw well here. Unfortunately, action checks through. I should not have allowed this. I should have bet like I had the flush draw. Definitely hindsight can be a little bit 20/20, but I think this was my chance to put myself in a really good position to win the hand. So action checks through on the turn. River is another ace. So now it's a paired board with a flush draw out there. So I don't like, if I bet the turn, I can also bet the river and probably take this one down. Anyway, I go ahead and fire on this river for 100. I don't think the story that I'm trying to tell here makes very much sense. And sure enough, middle position 2 sniffs out my bluff and calls me down, shows his pocket kings. So very good call by him. I think I could have won the hand if I had tried to represent the flush in a more reasonable way, or represent the ace in a slightly more reasonable way. Although, yeah, because I'm obviously going to bet the turn. Like, why would I not bet the turn if I have an ace? So pretty disappointed how I played that hand. Definitely could have won it. Oh well, on to the next one. This next hand is kind of a doozy, so stick with me. We've got ace-2 offsuit. We're starting the hand off with about 250 after our disaster bluff attempt and losing some other hands. I go ahead and open to 15 from Under the Gun +1. Why am I opening ace-2 offsuit? Don't play like ridiculous, like you're just gonna end up in bad spots. Like, don't play ridiculous hands pre-flop, you're gonna end up in a lot of bad spots. So I get 5 callers. Count them, 5. So already a disaster, right? Just you wait. Flop comes down 7-6-2 rainbow. So I got bottom pair. Okay, so probably just check and give up, right? Nope, sure don't. I bet 30 and get only 1 caller. So that's kind of crazy, and I definitely should have bet bigger than 30. So like, I don't know what's happening. This one fills me with sadness. Turn looks like a fantastic one for us. Turn is a 2. So we've now got 3 of a kind with top kicker. So very excited. I bet only 40. Yikes. And get 1 call. So why did I bet only 40? Like, why wouldn't I bet a lot? Like, I don't know. I guess I was scared of like chasing him off. I don't know. River comes down a 5. I bet 50 and my opponent shoves for 80 more. I go ahead and make the call, not feeling very confident about it at all. And sure enough, he shows us 4-3 for a rivered straight. So I don't know what the hell we were doing. Played that hand so bad. Like, I probably priced him into call almost. Like actually mathematically, like knowing his hand, and he knew my hand, he'd probably actually need to call. So anyway, bet sizing terrible there. Pre-flop play terrible there. Yikes. Yikes. So after that disaster with ace-2 offsuit, we are completely off the rails now. We look down at 5-2 suited in a straddle pot. We're starting the hand with 100. So yikes. It's limped like 7 ways pre-flop. So how I'm involved in this, I don't even know. I'm an idiot. This is bad. Flop comes down. Great one for us. 4-3 queen, all hearts. So we've got the open-ended straight flush draw. So time to get it in, start building the stack back up. Player to my right, bets 40. I go ahead and shove all in for my 100, obviously. He calls, and he's got 8-7 of hearts. So he flopped the bigger flush. Shocker of the century, I don't hit my straight flush. So we end up bricking out, losing session, not very happy about it. Played really bad, like really bad. If you're ignoring logic and playing the way that feels emotionally better, like playing hands like ace-2 offsuit and 5-2 suited very often, you're losing yourself money. So just get out of there and don't torch more money. It's a losing session for us. In for 400, out for 0, not feeling good at all. Hate the way I played, and that's the toughest part. If I lose, it can be okay, but if I hate how I played, that's tough. That's tough. Don't like that. Well, guys, that's all for this episode of the Poker Vlog. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. We'll be back soon with another episode, so stay tuned. Don't forget to look below the screen and check and see if you're subscribed to the channel and click that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and see you guys again very soon.